I usually have my video on. Ask my team, but we leave tomorrow for Great Wolf Lodge, and I just got out of the shower. I have self tanner on me from head to toe. I'm in a big old t-shirt, wet hair, and I've got all the things going on tonight. So, but we're here. You guys showed up. Thank y'all for hopping on and taking the time. I know some of you are on spring break. You've got kiddos. Wild spring break is craziness in our house this week. OMG. If you're a mama, you feel me. Let me know if you're a mama in the comments. I want to know where my mamas are at tonight. It's going to be fun. We're going to have about 30, 35, 40 minutes to pour into you on how this opportunity has literally taken our family's lives from A to B, like just complete turnaround financially. You're going to get to hear from 4 incredible ladies, just different seasons of life. I know a lot of you may not even be using the Plexus supplements. You may be new to Plexus. You may have been using them for years, but you're going to get to hear from 4 different people in 4 different seasons. Some are at the very top of the company. Some are new. Some are in the middle. So you're going to get to hear all the perspectives. But we want you guys to utilize the chat. We're actually going to give away a Lululemon gift card tonight. Who loves Lululemon? If you do, tell me your favorite Lululemon piece in the chat, because those Lululemon Align leggings, I can't even deal. I wore them today. I think I wore them yesterday and the day before. Just don't tell anybody that. But we're going to give away a Lululemon gift card at the very end of the call. We want you guys to engage, ask questions. If this can relate to you, use that chat. We want to hear from you. So we are going to get to hear first from Nicole. Nicole, I'm going to let you take it away. And again, guys, just sit back, relax, put your PJs on. If you're in the bath drinking wine, hey, I feel you. I was there earlier. So we're about to have a fun night. Here we go.
I think you're cutting in and out. So is it time for me to go?
Yes, Nicole, it's you.
Can you all hear me?
Yes. We can hear you, Nicole. It's kind of glitching on my end too. Katie, did you hear everything I said or no?
We can hear everybody, Marissa.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, Nicole, I'm gonna let you try again.
So y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm so grateful that and honored Marissa asked me to.
Hey, Nicole. Okay, you're glitching one more time. You're talking and it's like every 3-4 words it's glitching.
I'm gonna come back on.
Okay. I'm gonna let Katie, you take it away, sister. This is your time to shine and go first.
Okay. All right. Hi guys. My name is Katie. Can everyone hear me? Okay. So just quick disclosure, I'm a little nervous. So if I start to stutter or stumble or have some awkward pauses, y'all just bear with me. I'll get through it. So I started my Plexus journey last July. Last July, I was about 6 months postpartum. And it did not take me long to realize that I love these supplements. It was within the first few weeks I had noticed a big change in my mood. I had noticed inflammation in my face gone. Some of my baby weight was coming off. And I had so much more energy to do all the things throughout the day that all of us have to do. So it did not take me long to realize how much I love these supplements. Just to backtrack a little bit, so I can get into my the financial part of this opportunity. So I had my son last January, and I was home with him for 3 months. And when those 3 months were up, I went back to my full-time job. I was a manager at a tanning salon. I went back to that full-time, And then in that time of me being home, I also decided that I wanted to go back to school. So I was a new mama, back to my full-time job and back to school. And y'all, I hadn't been in school in over 10 years. So that in itself was just like, so needless to say, I was super overwhelmed. I felt like I was drowning a little bit, y'all. Like like I was losing myself a little bit. Like I had no time to do anything for myself. And when it came to work, like my heart and my head just was not in it anymore. Like I was not being the manager that my store deserved. I wasn't doing the best that I could do. And more importantly, I felt like I was not being the mom that I had envisioned myself being. Like I felt like just overwhelmed. Like I said, I felt overwhelmed throughout the day. I was either like feeling stressed out about work or stressed out about school, or I don't know, just a ball of stress. And I just felt like I wasn't being present with my son. And it just wasn't the motherhood that I had envisioned for myself. So something had to change. And I eventually cut back my hours at work. So I went to part-time, and eventually me and my fiance had a discussion, and, he was just asking me like, what do you really want to do? And like I said, I was taking a summer class, and we came to the decision that I was going to go back to school full time. I was going to focus on being a student, and I was going to focus on being a mom. So I pretty much stopped working. I still, y'all, as much as like I say that I was stressed out and like I wasn't there for work, like I loved my job and like I love the girls that I worked with, and I didn't want to completely stop working there. And so I was still working 1 day a week, and I was going to school full time. And so yeah, so going from being a 2-income family to then being a 1-income family and having a newborn and me being back in school, we had to budget. And, one day I was going through our expenses and our finances and trying to get rid of all the like extra expenses that we didn't need. And my plexus, though, y'all, was not going to be one of those expenses. Big cut. Like I could not do it. I needed my plexus. I say my plexus, but my fiance is on these supplements too. So our plexus. That was something that I wasn't going to give up. So I had to figure something out. And I had been on these supplements for a few months at this time, and I saw what they had done for me. Obviously, like I love them. And I was seeing like what it did for all of these women around me, and not only what it was doing for their health, but the financial blessings that it had given them and their family. And one day I was like, you know what, like I can do this. Like I'm going to do this. Like I can do it. And I reached out to Marissa and, told her that I wanted to get started. Like I wanted to do it. And, so slowly but surely, y'all, I'm a really shy person. Like it takes a lot for me kind of to like open up a little bit, and especially on social media, like I would get so consumed like in my insecurities and my fears, of like what people are going to think of me or this and that. And slowly but surely, like the more that I started to do it, like the more that I started to come out of my shell. And it's still a work in progress, y'all, for real. But I started to come out of my shell, and I started to gain more confidence in myself. And so when I reached out to Marissa, this was in December. And then by the end of January, I had reached my second rank. And y'all, when I got that first big paycheck, I was like, oh my God, like so much excitement. And I was like, this is, it's so real. Like I can do this, it just really like solidified like the belief that I had that like, this is totally possible. And, it really just lit a fire under me, like to keep it going. And, since then, since I've been starting, since December, I've made about roughly $1,000. And y'all, that's $1,000 that we did not have and that we needed. So it's been such a blessing. Like last month, I was able to pay for mine and Tom's supplements. I was able to fill my Jeep up, which we are all well aware, like gas is no joke right now, so expensive. And my Jeep has a big old tank on it. So it is a pretty penny to fill her up. But I was able to fill her up and I was able to buy groceries for my family for the next 2 weeks. And y'all, it's such a blessing. Like it was such a blessing to be able to help and be able to contribute to my family, and all from just sharing these supplements that I take daily, that I love, and that I fully believe in. And like I said, I keep saying like it's such a blessing. It is such a blessing. And I'm so grateful for this company. I'm so grateful for the community of women surrounding this company. They are amazing. Like that was one thing like that kept me plugged in before I really dove into it, was these women. So, if you're in a season of life right now where you are needing a change, or if you're just needing a couple $100 to help with groceries for the month, or if you're just wanting like an amazing girl gang at your back, like we got you. And I promise you will not regret it.
Katie, I'm so proud. Y'all, this was her very first time sharing her testimony ever. So y'all let me know what you think of Katie, because she is like my little, like, I feel like I'm her little mother hen sometimes, because she is very shy. She's very genuine. Y'all, she's so soft. She is that Enneagram. I think it's like an 8. What is it? An 8 where it's like the peacemaker. I have to push her out of her comfort zone a little bit, and she doesn't want to make anybody mad. She is precious. So I am so proud of you for getting on and just sharing your heart, because people can relate to that. Like there's people going to bed tonight not knowing how they're going to fill their gas tank up tomorrow, or not knowing how they're going to buy groceries for their family. And so many people struggle with it. It's something that's not talked about more often. So, okay. So Nicole, I think she's back up and running. Let's try this again.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, of course that happens, whatever. But I am so grateful to be on this call with y'all tonight. And I'm so thankful that Marissa asked me to just share a little bit of my story with you. So my name is Nicole Kinsler, and I've actually been with Plexus in May. It'll be 9 years, which is crazy because I never would have thought that I would be part of a network marketing company at all. And for 9 years, that's just mind blowing. But my journey started out like a customer, like probably a lot of you guys are taking the supplements or thinking about taking the supplements. But what I didn't realize is how life-changing it was going to be for my family. So when I joined as a customer, and then soonly after starting the products, realized, okay, I need to take these products forever. So how am I going to pay for it? I was at home with my kids. I had 3 kids at the time. I still have 3 kids, but at the time I was a stay-at-home mom. My husband was working full-time, and he was also taking prereqs for dental school. He decided later in life that he wanted to become a dentist. So fun. And we like, are you want to be a dentist? It's going to be a lot of work and a lot of money. And we had 3 kids, and I was just like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but we felt God nudging us to go in that direction. So we started moving that way. He was taking prereqs, working. I was staying home with the kids, found these products, totally changed my life with some of the health issues that I was having. And then in December of 2013, we found out that he was accepted into dental school. I live in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we were going to be moving to Memphis, Tennessee, where he was going to start a 4-year program of becoming a dentist. And, at the time, because I had been at home with the kids up to this point, it was a very daunting thought to, number 1, move away from my family. And number 2, how are we going to afford this? How are we going to not like afford dental school? We were like, we're going to have to take loans out. But how am I going to provide for my family on a daily basis? Food, housing, clothes, just the basic stuff. Like, how is that going to work? Because there was no way that he was going to be able to work and go to school. So I just was like, okay, God, how are you going to provide for us? And, take those leaps of faith. I had done one other network marketing company where I failed miserably and really felt like, first of all, I would never do another one again, but also just kind of thinking like, that's not me. I don't want to do parties. I don't want to have all this inventory. I don't want like all these, like a list of things. I was like, I'm not interested. And my sponsor kept saying, maybe you should start selling it and actually helping it pay for your products, and maybe, helping you when you move to Memphis. So we prayed about it, and I was like, okay, the more I dug into, okay, God, is this what you want for our family? Is this the direction you're pushing me? The more I realized that network marketing isn't about pushing and selling. It's about relationships. And one thing, if you know me well, I am all about relationships. Relationships are so important to me. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. So I jumped in right away, started posting on social media. And this was probably in December of 14, and we moved in June of 14. And when we got to Memphis, we were unpacking. July was our first month without my husband's paycheck. So that was going to be the first month that we did not get a paycheck at all. And I was like, okay, God, what are you going to do? Y'all, like when I got the email that said you got paid and I pulled it up, I mean, tears started coming down both of our faces, because not only did God provide, he was like, y'all need to follow me with no question, just go for it. My check that month replaced my husband's income that he had been making for like 10 years at the same company. And we were just blown away by his vision. So as you're like thinking through, like, is this something I can do? Do I have the drive, the motivation? I want you to know, like, if I can do it, anybody. I'm a 2 on the Enneagram, so I'm a huge people pleaser. And I just had to learn how to do the business for me. I really connect with people. If people need help, I want to help. So that's kind of my mindset as I continue my journey. So that next year, we had taken loans out from my husband for that first year. Dental school is extremely expensive. It's more than med school, and at least the school that we went to. And I was just, we were just like, okay, how are we going to do this? Like, we could provide for our everyday needs, but we were also going to be getting into lots of debt when we graduated. So that next year, God just continued to grow my team, grow my business, and we saw him just continue to provide. And after the 4 years, y'all, of being in dental school, not only did he provide for our everyday needs, but we got out of dental school debt free. So when he graduated in May of 18, we walked away from dental school with no loans. We paid cash for everything. We moved back to Little Rock, where my family was. We were able to buy an incredible home. And my husband, actually, the story doesn't end there, because when we got here, his job that he had lined up had fallen through. And he, while he was looking for a job, it took him 6 months from when we moved back to when he found a job. So God continued to use Plexus to provide for our family. Then the pandemic happened and he lost his job. He was out of work for 6 months. And again, God used Plexus to provide for our family. And so I just see time and time again how not only has it provided for so many people on my team. I always tell people, your goal might not be, I want to be a diamond in the company. And that's okay. Not everybody has that desire. But what to provide what they want. Like if you want to provide, a house payment, Plexus can do that. If you want to pay for your kids' everyday, activities, soccer, football, whatever activities, Plexus can do that. But if you want to fully support your family, you can do that with Plexus. I came from being a stay-at-home mom, having no experience in network marketing, and just learned a ton and I'm continuing to grow. But I'm just blown away what kind of opportunity this company has given me, has given my family, not just with health, but also the financial freedom. So I know that's like, sometimes people are like, but that can't be me. And I just want you to know it can be you. I was one of those people that said I could never do it. And I did. So I just want to be encouraging to you that you can do it if you put your mind to it and you jump in and take that leap of faith.
Yeah, I love it. I love that, Nicole, because so many of us, I was right there. Like I remember being a silver, which those of you who have no idea what that is, that's your first rank in Plexus. You get 3 people to order from you. And I remember sitting there thinking, there is no way I could be at the top of the company making 15 grand a month, 20 grand a month, like no way. And then here we are. Like, and I love that, like you said, people may not want to go all in and make $20,000 a month. They may just need $500 a month. And right now, just so you know, before Erica gets started and shares her story with you guys, you can order a combo right now from the person that invited you for roughly around $100 and go and grab 3 people to do this with you and you make $350. So, I mean, you're literally, that's what I love about this company is that they know what they're doing. The CEO, the president, the people at corporate, like they're constantly focused on us and how they can make our lives better and our family lives better. And I just, so coming from someone that was very skeptical, kind of like you, like I had no network marketing experience. I was very skeptical of this kind of thing. Anytime something weight loss would go across my screen, I was like, oh, keep scrolling. Like another selfie with her drink, whatever she has. And never realized that this could truly change everything for our family. Like, so I love that you said that, Nicole. Okay, so we're going to have Erica share. Erica's another shy one. You guys, this is her very first time sharing on a big call like this. She is one of my very best friends. She's actually like my kids' godmother, pretty much. She loves my baby. She's selfless. She's going to share with you guys. Her story is a little different. She's not a mama. She just likes to shop and spend money and do all the extra things. And so it's fun. She's going to share a little bit of her heart with you guys tonight.
Hello. I hope that y'all can hear me. I'm so nervous. There are so many people watching. So I'm just going to dive in. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, like as far as the supplements and what they've helped me with. Definitely have helped me with my overall health. I struggle with bloating so bad. I started these products to support Marissa. Best friend, felt like the right thing to do. So I started just supporting her. I wasn't super crazy about it, wasn't serious about it at all. Definitely did not want to do the business part of it whatsoever. Like that did not interest me. I sell insurance. I genuinely love what I do. I love helping people. So I didn't really want the financial side. But behind that, me not wanting the financial side, I was just in like, I'm not going to cry, but I was in like a dark place in different aspects of my life. And I had gotten into big time debt. So on the front of my mind, I was like, I have to figure out a way that I can keep ordering these products. So I had talked to Marissa and she was like, of course, biggest hype girl, you can do this, you can do this. So y'all, when I tell you I was in debt, I was in thousands of dollars of credit card debt, young and dumb, didn't know what I was doing. I've been doing Plexus 4 years, but the business side, I think going strong on 2. I started doing it, really, really talking about the products, how they've helped me. And y'all, I was debt free from my credit card debt in 3.5 months. And that was huge, because if anybody on here has ever been in debt with credit cards, it feels like you're drowning. Like, you have to worry about where you're spending your money, because you know you have to turn around and pay your credit cards. And that's just mentally exhausting. You don't want to have to worry about that. Fast forward, got out of credit card debt. And I really just wanted to do it because I was seeing all of the success stories of how it helped a mom, how it helped one of my friends buy groceries, you know, like Katie said, putting gas in your car, like that's a huge deal. If anybody knows me, they know that I love my hair extensions, and they're not cheap. Plexus pays for that 110%. Like, I don't have to worry about that. It's probably silly to some, but it's my thing. Like, it makes me happy. I was able to get my dream car. And I know I was thinking about Lauren. I see her post, like, we both have the extensions. I was able to get my dream car. I've been fighting on getting a new car, but I just never wanted to take the leap of faith. I have a great job. I love my full-time job, but I still didn't feel like I could go get a new car and be safe, like feel safe and secure. So I had prayed about it. And a couple of months ago, I think 2 months exactly, I took that leap of faith, and Plexus, y'all, is paying for my car 110%. I have a goal that I want to pay it off in 2 years or less. So that's a big thing. A car payment is huge. Our society has tricked us that a car payment is normal, and it doesn't have to be. So that's my big time goal right now. That's the financial part that it's going towards. And that could be you too. Like, again, car payment it sucks. And we all have to have a car to get to where we need to be. And so with that, taking that stress off of me, knowing that I don't have to worry about, you know, am I going to have enough money with my check if I don't do good with my job? Is it going to be able to pay for it? Am I going to be able to maintain this car payment? If that's you, reach out to somebody, reach out to the person that invited you to this call, because it is possible. Coming from the girl that didn't want to talk to the person sitting next to her, you can ask Marissa, like, I do not want to talk to people. I did not want to talk to people, and it has blessed me. I could cry thinking about it. It has blessed me big time, and to see it working in other people's lives, like, is such a blessing. So trust me when I say, I can do this, you can do this. I know Nicole said that, and then Katie, like, you can do it. If you think that you can't, let me talk to you, because you can.
Yeah. I love it. And hey, I don't know. I almost want to like shout Elsa and JJ out, because they're sitting on this call listening to you, and they knew what you used to be like. Yeah. And I love like the transformation of people, and the transformation of like just watching people evolve and learn how to help people and learn how to crush their goals and their financial goals and just all of the things. It's so much fun. Okay, Laura, we are going to let you take it over. You've got about 7-ish minutes, sister, before this cuts us off. So take it away. Those of you that are on here, let me know who invited you in the chat, if you don't mind. All right, Laura, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. 7 minutes. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, Erica, we could be best friends, because debt, yes, girl, shopping addiction, that was me. Still do, but I can afford it now. Okay. So I am in Conroe, Texas, Diamond Ambassador, super blessed. We have a 15 and 12-year-old. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. It'll be 20 years in 3 weeks. And I just want to tell you guys really quickly that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm going to explain to you why. So 8.5 years ago, before Plexus, we were in horrible financial state. In debt up to our eyeballs. We were kind of like in the first of our marriage, we were the keeping up with the Jones mentality. You know, we had the new house. Well, when you have a new house, you have to have new furniture, the new cars. You know, we had to make it look like we had it all together when we did not. Everything that we owned was going on a credit card. Everything was loaned, and it was not a good situation for our marriage. Both of us had the mindset that if we couldn't afford it, we're just going to borrow it, right? Oh my gosh, did we have the wrong mentality? It was crazy, y'all. We were fighting all the time. We were living in a house, this house right here, that we could not afford. The worst that it got is my husband was crying in the office. He has never cried in our whole marriage, but he's crying in the office, and he looked at me and he goes, Laura, we cannot afford this house anymore. We're going to have to borrow money from a credit card to pay our mortgage. I was like, oh my gosh, that's when the bottom hit. That was when I was like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? Y'all, I was one of those people that I wanted my cake and eat it too. I wanted to make money, but I did not want to leave my kids. Okay. I had a college degree. I knew I could go out and I could get a full-time job and I could make money. I did not want to do that because I wanted to stay home with my babies. I wanted to pick them up. I wanted to take them to school, pick them up from school. I didn't want to miss their events. I wanted to be the PTO mom. I wanted to be the volunteer. I didn't want to leave my kids. So I wanted to help my husband financially out of this horrible debt that we were in. But I also wanted to stay home with my kids. Have your cake and eat it too. Guess what? Plexus can provide that. Y'all, I was a network marketing guru. Nicole, you did 1, I did 5. I sold it all, with the exception of candles and nail stickers. I sold it all. Makeup, skincare, handbags, you name it, I sold it. Guess what? You can't be passionate about handbags. You just can't. You can't be passionate about lipstick. But guess what? You can be passionate about changing people's health. So when I saw my friend Melissa Eichenhorst, which a lot of you probably know, posting about Plexus on Facebook, I looked at it as a sign from God. It was a sign from God. Laura, I am going to help you out right now, but you have to say yes. My husband did not want to say yes. He watched me fail miserably at 5 different network marketing companies. And he was like, you're not doing that. And I was like, I'm doing it. And so, yeah, I bought my welcome pack on a credit card, which because everything went on a credit card, right? That's just how we lived our life. My whole health had been completely transformed by these products. I mean, completely. I'm not going to go into my health story, but it's incredible what these products have done for me. But when I bought my welcome pack, 2 weeks later, my husband found Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace in my brother-in-law's house. And guess what? The magic happened. We were starting Dave Ramsey and starting Plexus at the same time. So he started and he was like, Laura, give me all your credit cards. Guess how many I had? I had 22 open credit cards in my wallet. And he goes, we're going to do some plastic surgery. I was like, plastic surgery? I thought you were against that. He's like, no, that's not that kind of plastic surgery. You're going to give me your credit cards and we're going to cut them up all at the same time. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. You're not doing that. So in saying that, if you do start Dave Ramsey, you have to get into the mindset that you do want to pay off your debt, and you have to be in the mindset that you want to get out of debt. So we did cut up all the credit cards, and I'm starting to make really good money with Plexus. I'm sharing my friends and family. I'm doing all the posts on Facebook, and we're starting to make a really good income. Like Katie said, $1,000 was my first paycheck. I was like, whoa, this is real. So we started very, very slowly paying off our debt. And so when I went Emerald in 17 months with Plexus, we had completely paid off all of our credit card debt, y'all. And it was a lot. It was a lot of credit card debt. Then, so I was like, oh, that's good, right? I'm doing great, making 6 figures. I'm staying home with my kids. My dreams have come true. Then after that, my husband comes to me about probably 2 years after that and says, Laura, we need to be good stewards. We've got to get this house paid off. I'm like, what? Okay, we paid off our debt, right? Dave Ramsey says it's an investment, right? It's an investment. It's not debt if it's your home. It is debt, especially if you want to own rental properties and do all the things that he wanted to do with diversifying our income. So guess what? When he told me that about 4 years ago, I was like, I don't want to do it. Almost a lot of our paycheck, I became a diamond 2 years ago. A lot of our paycheck went towards paying off our home. And last month, we sent the very last payment to our home, and we are 100% debt-free. It is because of this opportunity and because of God, y'all. God is so, so good, and he wants the same thing for you. So whatever goal you have, whatever it is, you are here on purpose for a purpose. He is so good, and he wants to do the same thing for you. I promise you he does. And now we're good stewards. We can tithe and we can give to others the way that God intends for us to do. So thank y'all for listening.
You are a pro. Literally 6 minutes. I've been watching the clock. I am so proud of you. That is, and y'all, if you ever related to anybody on this call, post in the chat for me real quick, because I know there's so many, there's like 44 people on here, and there's so many people in different seasons of life, struggling financially, struggling mentally, emotionally, physically. Y'all, these supplements have helped so many mamas with anxiety, with postpartum, with energy, losing weight. Like, I know I'm down 35 pounds. My postpartum is my stress is I'm no longer struggling with anxiety. So many things. And I love that you said that. You can't be passionate about certain things, but you can be passionate about helping other people with their health. And so I love that. Y'all be sure and follow all of these ladies on social media. They are amazing. Their stories are amazing. I am so, so thankful that we got to jump on. We're going to draw a winner really quick for that Lululemon gift card. Michaela, you are our winner of the Lululemon gift card. I don't know who you are. I don't think. But shoot me your email and I'll get that Lululemon e-gift card sent over to you tonight. You guys are amazing. Please do not leave and go to sleep tonight until you've talked to the person that invited you. Let them know what you think. Let them know your heart. Let them know your dreams, your vision, whatever struggling, that you're in season right now. Get with the person that invited you. I want to encourage you to do that. No pressure. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all for hopping on tonight. Bye, guys.